Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ben Alexander. We're here at the beach. I've come for a flight. Just quickly before we set off, I want to talk to you a little bit about why you should be flying a Mavic Mini or a Mavic Mini 2 or something similar to that before you go spending the big dollars on a big drone such as a Mavic Air or a Mavic Pro, Mavic Pro 2 or 3. If you have a browse on YouTube, you'll notice that if you look at the crash compilations for drones, 9 out of 10 of them, 8 or 9 out of 10 crashes are people hitting trees. They look really good and they give a sort of dynamic feel to a video, but they're really quite not very good for drones. They're really hard to fly around. So when you've got some experience, you can fly your drone around trees a bit more if you feel comfortable with it. But it's a really risky business. Sure enough, my first drone was a Mavic Pro, and I hit a tree in the first 5 minutes. And I hit another couple of trees after that. And so I eventually got a bit anxious and sold it. A couple of years later, recently, I bought a Mavic Mini because I saw the price of drones. If you look on Facebook Marketplace or Gumtree or the internet, wherever you are, you can get a used or almost new Mavic Mini for 300 Australian dollars. Not very much money at all. And so I picked mine up. Here it is. I'm going to go for a flight. It had one battery charge on it, so mine was basically new. I paid $300, and the price is kind of the foundation of this video. You can go out and buy a really good drone for a couple of $1,000s, but then you have a couple of $1,000s flying around, and if it's your first drone, that's a risky business to have a lot of money flying around, because you're very probably going to crash it. If you can just have as little money as possible but still have that experience of a proper drone, then I think you'll be a lot more happy, and you'll enjoy your drone. So yeah, flying a drone I find is a hobby. It's a hobby, but I also use it, will use my drone just to help my videos look a bit better, because if you look on my channel, I've recorded things with electric cars and electric scooters and whatnot, and I think a drone is useful, but it's a lot easier knowing that your drone's only worth 300 Australian dollars than 1,000 or 2,000 Australian dollars, when actually you're going to get the exact same thing at the end. You're going to get just some good quality footage of that you've taken with your drone. You don't really need to spend a couple of $1,000s. So that's my thoughts first. We'll go for a flight now, and then we'll talk a bit more about it a bit later. So I'm making more and more videos lately. I'm just settling down in a new area, and I've moved. So feel free to join on Patreon or chuck me a couple of dollars on there. That would be very helpful, because I'm just a bloke and I work, and I'm not a rich YouTuber. So that would be very appreciated. Let's go for a flight, and then afterwards we'll talk about a couple of things I've noticed that could be a problem with the Mavic Mini, but they are absolutely worth the trade-off of getting a cheaper drone that has, that's a third the weight of a big drone. These cases are brilliant. This is just the standard hard shell case, and the other day I was riding on my e-bike, and I had a basket on the back, and this was just sat in there, and I was going down a road and I hit a bump, and this just came flying out like that, and it landed on the road as I was going 20-30 kilometers per hour. Perfectly fine. Can't even see where it hit the ground, but it definitely did hit the ground. So it's made of all right stuff. It really is a good quality case. I think it's really nice. This is a really nice case. I like that. I'm a fan of these cases. They're pretty cool. I do have one of these landing pads, but I never use it. I just find it's a bit of it's kind of pointless. The Mavic Mini versus Mavic Mini 2, go for the Mini. Honestly, save your money, especially if it's your first drone. It's basically the same. Camera is still really good enough for any YouTube stuff. You can get the Mini 2, and it will be a little bit better if you're flying in and around interference zones, like near people's Wi-Fi, stuff like that, and you'll get a better quality signal. But if you're just looking for, you know, a proper drone that will get you really good footage for as low a price as possible without feeling like you're getting a crappy drone, the Mini. There are so many of them now on the market, used as well. You can pick them up for nothing, really. And you know, you'll see in a minute, the footage you get is just awesome. And it's kind of the same sort of footage you get as from the Mini 2, and not so far off like a Mavic Pro or something, but obviously Mavic Pros are faster and they're a bit bigger and stuff, but you can carry that in your pocket. Before we go for our first flight, I think if you're thinking about getting a drone, I think it's a really good hobby, and one of the reasons is because it helps me find a bit of peace and a bit of quiet in my own head. If I'm a bit stressed or anxious, I can just go out to the beach or go out to a forest or something and just go flying. And it's a really nice thing to do. It helps me just sort of calm down a bit. And I think, yeah, if you're a person in this modern age and you're having a bit of anxiety or a bit stressed, it's a good hobby to have. And I think for that reason, it's you should stick that on the list of pros for getting a drone. Of course, that's not going to be helped by getting a $2,000 drone and then flying that around, because that will just make your anxiety quite bad. But if it's just a few $100s, you could buy like 6 drones for the price of 1 drone. So yeah, I reckon just bear that in mind. Important thing to remember, especially with the drones that aren't AccuSync, but actually just old drones. These antennas here, the signal comes out of the sticks that way. Can you see that? Yeah, so out of sticks that way and out of the stick, out of this way. So don't point these towards your drone like that. That will not help you at all. You'll not get great signal. So if you're gonna go flying really high, maybe just turn them up like that. Right, here we go. Turn it on. She's on. I need to come up with a name for this. There's a channel called Windswept Robert, and he calls his drone Lassie, and I kind of thought that was pretty cool. So we need to give her a name. She doesn't have a name. Right, here we go. I'll hit the screen record button. Now we're recording, and just wait for the signals in the top corner to come up. It was 7, I think, just then. Now it's 12.
The home point has been updated.
Yes.
Please check it on the map.
So you can't see here, but you'll see in a minute. There are some people flying. I don't know what they're called, like big kites. They're pretty cool. Right, we're off. Let's hit this. Take away. Take off. Here we go. Cool. I'm going to go to maybe 20 meters to start with. Just 20 meters, not much. There you go, 20 meters. Now just go out. Let's find, where's that person on the, I can't see, that person with the, what do you call them? Like big human kites? I don't know. Cool. There we go, found it. Right, let's go find them. See if we can get some cool footage. You've got to always remember where the wind is coming from. Really important thing to do. Also, just check. Yeah, okay, so cool. Just check. So one thing I want to do today is just go quite far away, just see how the range is on this beach here, because I haven't been here before, and yeah, I just want to see how it goes. How cool is that? Yeah. That looks a lot of fun. I don't really want to go too close, but tempting. I think it would look good, but I'm not going to. Right, now I've seen that, I go for a flight around the beach. Let's do this. I'm going to try and go right over there. Get along the waves. I'm somewhere over there on the left, and I'm going to go down the beach, just follow the waves like that. And we're going to just keep going down. She's doing really well. See, she's doing really well. This is a breezy day. I wouldn't say windy, but it's breezy. And both ways there, she's been going 28, 29 kilometers per hour. She's doing really well. Let's see if we can go a bit lower. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that looks really cool. 8-9 meters high. That's not. Where am I? Let's see. I'll just check where she is. Fair. Okay, so she's somewhere ahead of me. You've got to make sure you can see it in your eye, with your eyes, which I can. And then I'm going to go to. I'm going to keep just going down the beach there. See how it goes. I'm keeping it quite low because the wind is fairly windy now. Quite low down here, within a few meters of the ground. But if you go really high, it's a lot more. Maybe 2 or 3 times as windy. So I'm just going to change the return to home point. 54 meters would be good. The height when it goes up. Right, let's try and get to. I'm not sure we're going to get all the way to Decker Park right up there, but we can try, can't we? Oh, the wind's hitting it a bit. Now let's bring her back. Let's just drop it down a bit, see if it looks pretty cool. A little bit lower. Oh, she's doing good. Almost 50 kilometers per hour. That's pretty good. And this is a beach, like it's definitely a bit breezy. But if you keep it nice and low, it's nice and good. A couple of wind warnings, but you know, it is 250 grams, so. Oh, she's coming toward us. Let's go a little bit lower. Woo! Hello. Let's press the pause button. Whoop. How cool's that? There she is. She's done well. Pretty cool. Nice little flight. Right, let's go out there to those people. Now let's see how low we can get over this beach here. So let's go back down. See how low we can get if we go down there. Nice and low, eh? There you go. That's cool. Let's hit the pause button. Boop. Hey, there we go. Check it out. Is that in the picture? Is it? Is it in? Yeah, there we go. Just watch it land. It's pretty cool. So long as... Oh. Ah, she's beeping. I'll stop that. Battery's low, obviously. Cool. Yeah, so long as you have had some time to practice flying with one, yeah, let's just go for a quick walk, I reckon. Yeah, let's put the drone away. I haven't named it yet. It's been 10 minutes. And let me know if you think you have a cool name. Cool. Right. And put her away. Super, super easy. All the back legs first. Like that. Like that. Cool. Cool. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it a little bit helpful, and I hope it helps you decide whether you should buy a drone or which type of drone you should get. It costs you nothing. Please consider clicking the like button. That really helps the videos. Any questions, just put them in the comments below. Also, names for the drone. I need a name. Comments below again. And also, don't miss out on the weekly uploads that I do usually every week. So hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications. Also, I have Patreon. You're welcome to join there. Chuck me a couple of dollars. Buys me a bit of petrol, buys me a coffee. It's really nice. Yeah, enjoy and happy flying if you do get a drone.